big day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. But straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Now the fourth-year man, it's Cam Akers. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, Bennett. He'll get that complete to Alberto. 22 yards there, a first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Bennett on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Now Bennett to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete to Isabella. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Bennett. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, L.A. Traylon Burks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Bennett.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. On the counter, this is Akers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Akers is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Bennett. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Bennett. That ball complete to Isabella. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To the air again, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it.
Boys, as they run up to send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Still going inside the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal in 17-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Following the interception, here's Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But
take it away,
the defenses
Coach.
are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On play action, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway. And fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Bennett. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's going to have a Ram
Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Akers.
11 yards there, just like last play.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Bennett now to throw on 2nd down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bennett. Under pressure, they got him again.
Jabril Cox providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And taken right at the 35. Ball out of punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and
taking it right down Broadway.
Loose inside the 30, inside the 10.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cool game sometimes, partner.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd down, Pollard again. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
He's got it complete. That's Schoonmaker.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
Nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards.
Now a running play here with Lamb.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they thought they were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20.
Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner,
Here's Prescott.
Going up top. He's got him in. Complete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
27.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's Pollard again. Down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but